What's up, y'all? This is XK X Conscious back with another video for more Xenoverse 2 spoilers and analysis. And this video is gonna be about more details that I found is actually in the game that no one has found, that actually reveals Frieza and an actual new villain that's going to be in the next DLC, and it's literally right under our noses. So if you like Xenoverse 2 news and you want the latest spoilers and latest news on Xenoverse 2, subscribe to the channel and hit the subscribe button. So without further ado, let's just get into the video.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted.
Okay, so here we are in Kanton City. You see this is a hologram right here. And it's funny because when you go over here, you find this broadcast thing right here. And in it, it literally has plots of different plots that's going around the city and stuff like that. And what I found was kind of just like coincidental. Like here, they're talking about, this one here is talking about an ultimate weapon with Frieza is a radiator, how they plan on destroying Kanton City and everything, right? So he gathered up his goons to actually get information on that. We're not going to play that one though. So if you keep going down, you'll find a part 2. Supreme Kai is doing an investigation on part 2. The plot is, after a long investigation, Dodoria finally returns with Frieza to report on the mysterious weapon. Just how deadly is it? Now they're still talking about a weapon. They want to destroy Kansan City, and you know that's pretty much what that is. But that's not the one I'm going to play. Then here's another one. The next plot in part 3 is sinister corruption, and the plot is there's quite a crowd formed before the evil emperor. Fortunately, the group isn't there not for war, but rather something more informative. This is just another one about them all taking over Kanton City that we get every month or so, where Frieza ships comes through, you know, the time warp and everything like that, time portal. But the important one is this one. This one is talking about destroying the actual hologram, and that there is someone that's going to help them do it. Now, we already established that it's not Fu, because he's not evil. He's actually counterproductive and trying to help the timeline. And in the Future Saga Chapter 1, we already saw that there's another person that's turning everyone into supervillains, because Supreme Kai Tai asks Fu like to turn them back, like, what are you doing? And Fu says, no, well, I'm not in control of that. I only did that to Broly, so I'm not in control of what happened to the other ones. And then Supreme Kai says, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, and they never respond back to like how they was able to do it, how they able to turn supervillains when Krillin, Yamcha and them turn into supervillains. So we know there's another villain already doing that. And in this broadcast right here, they literally tell you there's an engineer or whatever. But listen to this, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. They literally expose what the plot is.
It's time for the Supreme Kai of Time City Patrol. For today's broadcast, we're heading over to the shop area. Is that Captain Ginyu, Dodoria, and Zarbon in front of the hero hologram? They're probably scheming something. Let's sneak our way over there and find out what it could be.
How about we just smash the hologram circuits?
You imbecile! The Frieza Force's reputation is on the line here.
Right. Resorting to brute force would only prevent us from completing our mission. Before Lord Frieza's invasion of the city, we need to surprise him with an image of him in his glorious golden form. The troops will be reminded of our dear leader and be spurred to victory!
I must admit, that's a rather clever idea.
Not only will Lord Frieza be happy, but it'll make us look real good. So if we can't smash it, how are we gonna change this thing?
Well, one option would be to ask our top engineer to change the hologram and make it permanently display the image of Lord Frieza in his golden form.
Oh, you beautiful man, you! I'm loving that idea! Well done! All right, men, let's put that plan into action. We'll retrieve the engineer and have him look at the hologram. Well, guess that settles it then. I'll go get him.
Sounds like this could be a real problem. Hey, you goons! If you think I'm going to let you mess with the hologram, you've got another thing coming!
Drat, we've been found out.
Our preparations are complete anyway. We'll fall back for now.
Yeah, we can't have our big surprise ruined.
No cause for concern, Supreme Kai of Time. We aren't planning any surprise or anything.
That's right. We were only admiring the hologram. Ooh.
Geez, you're in a mood. What crawled up your butt and died?
That's enough! Get out of here! They're gone. Those Frieza Force guys are a real handful. I have to say, though, they do think highly of their superior. Is Frieza really that great of a leader? Even though I'm a little worried about what the Frieza Force has planned, I think we'll leave it at that for today. Thanks for listening.
And there it is. There's the little plot dialogue that they have to broadcast that's kind of exposing the plans of the DLC. I don't remember it being there. I remember checking it, but I don't remember seeing that one there. But yeah, they're literally talking about destroying the hologram. So it's obvious it's going to be Frieza. I still think it's going to be like a game mode, because if you look at the screen where they destroy Kantan City, the sky is purple, and that's usually the signs that Frieza is going through the time portal and he's in the city and stuff like that. But I think, honestly, I think he's going to be given super villain powers, and it's not going to be by Fu. It's going to be by new villain, because like we said already, there is already been exposed that there's another person that's granting the supervillain powers to the heroes, who we saw in Future Saga Chapter 1, where Krillin, Piccolo, Yamcha, Tien, and Vegeta will all turn into super villains. And Supreme Kai Tai asked Fu to stop doing that, and he says, like, I wouldn't if I could, but I'm not responsible for that. He said, all I did was turn over Broly, and I'm not responsible for the other guys that turned super villain. And then Supreme Kai Tai said, she said, what? And then he didn't say nothing. And then she's like, hey, well, yo, you need to explain yourself right now. But, you know, he didn't, obviously. You know, he just kept on ignoring her. It's already looking like it's going to be another person. Who it is, I still think it might Machibora, or it could actually be Demigod from Xenoverse 1, but I don't think they would bring back him, because we already beat him already. It would be kind of counterproductive to bring him back, so it's going to be a new villain. We're going to see in the next coming days. Now, I also put that, you know, Android 21 to be in DLC, and that's because in the very last conversation of this broadcast here, you find her here. And I'm not gonna play it. I'll just, you know, you guys can actually play it, because it's kind of long. But pretty much she's like, they're talking about what they want to wish for, the Dragon Balls, and then she asks her, and then she says that she would wish for more research. But then Majin Buu says, oh, he wants some candy, and he would wish for a whole bunch of candy. And then that's when she goes into a dialogue where she's, you know, saying that she's starting to have a quench for some sweets and stuff like that. That's literally, like, if you actually play Dragon Ball Fighters, you see that once she got that thirst for candy, for sweets, is when she turned into Android 21 to a full power. So they're acknowledging that she can actually transform in this game. So that means that there's strong possibility that she could be in this game, just based on, you know, this dialogue of the plot of the hologram. And she's definitely gonna be in this DLC. Now, this engineer that they're talking about, this engineer could be Android 21, or it could be the actual true engineer, which I know is the actual villain, because they already said the plan is in motion already. Zarbon said so, you know, it's already in motion already. So we already seen what happens on the trailer of the Future Saga Chapter 3. So yeah, I think that this kind of just exposes that, yeah, it's gonna probably be Frieza. It's probably a super villain. What kind of form it is, I don't know. Maybe it's the first form. It could be super villain or ultra villain. Actually, we don't know if, you know, if it's gonna be ultra villain first form Frieza, or it could be ultra villain golden form Frieza. So we don't know yet. I think it's gonna be Frieza, and it's gonna be a new villain, and we're probably gonna get a new God of Destruction, because, like, you know, we already talked about in another video, they still have the festival mode, you know, that is pretty much brand new and it hasn't been used. And we already have universes 6, 7, and we have universe 11, and this is a brand new mode that they want to use more. So what makes sense is to add another God of Destruction, especially in Future Saga chapters that all had gods of destruction involved in the story. So So we're gonna see a god of destruction. We're gonna see food. We're gonna see most likely Frieza. A new villain's gonna be not playable, most likely. Just to continue the story for the so-called Xenoverse 3 that's on its way. So let me know what y'all think about this one. Did you already check that out to see that the dialogue was already? Because I just found that out just playing through the game, and I think it just reveals like we already talked about in my other videos about there being another villain, and it's gonna be in this game, not Xenoverse 3, which is not even, it's just a rumor, which is why I didn't even talk about that yet, because I'd rather focus on this, because this is what's actually in the game, and that's what we know is coming. So we don't want to talk about Xenoverse 3 yet. Probably gonna do a separate video on that. But yeah, man, what y'all think about this, man? We got this new villain, man. It was confirmed in Future Saga Chapter 1 already that Fu wasn't the only person able to control anyone in the supervillain transformations. So like, come on, man, like we already know it's gonna be a new villain, man. Come on, bruh. We know it's gonna happen. Xenoverse 3, these rumors, see everybody's just jumping on the bandwagon because it's some random tweet that just came out of nowhere, and it's like it's no confirmed. There's nobody that has any type of like credentials or anyone that has known as background to where they can drop facts like that. It's just anyone can drop a tweet like that. I could have dropped that yesterday and said Xenoverse 3 is rumored to be in here and all this other stuff. Like, come on, yo. Like, usually it's gonna be somebody that has actual credentials, someone that's actually proven. And actually, when it comes to new games, that's details being dropped, they're known for doing that. It hasn't been in any of that hasn't been revealed by a person with that stature to say that a new game is coming out. So I don't really believe these leaks, these so-called tweets that someone put out there is supposedly just some random guy. It's not anyone that's known like that. So I don't even want to waste time talking about that, because we still got Future Saga Chapter 3 and Future Saga Chapter 4. Like, that's literally what's going to happen in the next year, and probably to 2027. Until we get to Future Saga Chapter 4, I think that then we'll start talking about Xenoverse 3. Let's see what happens with this DLC first, because this DLC is going to break it's going to break everything. It's going to let us know what the future of Xenoverse is going to be. As in general, as overall, in general, is gonna just tell us like where the story is going, who's gonna be in it, what's happening in Kansan City. Let's just get through this chapter first. When we get to this chapter, then we'll all know where the story is going, and it'll probably tell us that it's gonna be Xenoverse 3. So how you feel about this being a new villain coming, and that it definitely is going to be Frieza? It looks like it's going to be Frieza. That's going to be ultra villain, and it's going to be someone else that is giving out the powers to be able to have them go into ultra villain. And I think Fu might even be coming his new form. I think because at the end of Future Saga Chapter 2, they was like, oh, he's gonna transform experiments on himself, so he might even become his evil form, and and he might actually be part of all of this, because he might turn evil. So I'm not talking about actual Fu. That's the reason, the plot of all this. I'm talking about evil Fu, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. So we're gonna see in a coming days, in like 10 days, they're gonna drop a DLC. So we'll know until then. And hopefully it's not the simulator, the love simulator thing, the Gossip Girl simulator mode. That's literally like is irrelevant. It doesn't have anything. It's similar to like when you train with your trainers to level you up. It's gonna be like that calamity where you can go in the festival mode and you could bring up their love interest and find oh my god, I don't even want to talk about that stupid thing. But let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section, man. Hit the like, definitely hit the subscribe button, because I put the work in, so to give you guys this information, this info that others is too lazy to actually go out and do, because I actually give a damn about the game. And I love all you guys, because you still here, you still play the game, you still care about the game, and you still have hope that Xenoverse 3 is coming. So let me know what y'all think in the comment sections. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.